Yeah, I'm trying to stop the wheel spin, but I got more anyway. Not sure where the throttle is there, but we get it down eventually. Oh, there's contact. Make it up on this side. We will. Oh yeah, that was scary as hell, and big lag spike, which never helps. Go! Who's going to get it into turn one? Gilly's AI will jump the start, but we're finally away. There you go. Dave Raptors not really getting a great start. Devon Young will lead the Grand Prix as we head into turn one. Perfect stuff. The two Mercedes sliding behind side by side. Who is that? Is that already Ziggy? No, it's Ziggy. It's not Ziggy. Ziggy is right there. That is a mistake. Unfortunately, Gilly is going to be right there, but ghosted just about. Now they're gonna be a solid car. Gotta be careful that they don't take each other out here. And Andrews now leaves the session, so that's more issues. Oh, big crash behind. Big crash. That's gonna be Zingy, JJ, and Flashy all involved. Flashy's got damage. Zingy, does he have damage? I don't know. He's going into the pit lane. He does have damage on his car. Devon Young, as we were saying, is doing such a good job. He makes a mistake. And now Dave Raptors is going to be hunting down that P1 already. Gilly is also going to try and get involved in this situation, I think, to the outside line. No, he's not. He's a little bit too far back. He can see it happen in the distance, and that is going to be Dave Raptors taking the advantage of that one. DRS, will it be available for Devon Young? It will be available. Energy, not so much. He's still going to have a look to the outside line, but the space wasn't there. There's contact. Dave Raptors off the circuit. Gilly watching behind. Can he have a go here on the Red Bull? But the Mercedes is through. That is Robbo to the outside line all of a sudden. Where did he come from? He's managed to get around the outside alongside. Gilly's trying to hold on the best they can. Now to the inside line will Robbo go. Gilly's held on to the position, and that is going to be Robbo having to wait behind. Devon Young is going back for the race lead. I don't think that Dave Raptors is going to fight that too hard, because he'll get DRS as we head to turn 4. He knows the energy situation. He's been sat behind Devon Young just a couple laps ago, so he should be good to go. And yeah, to the outside line, I think he might secure the position before the corner. Still has to leave the space as Devon Young is trying to break as late as he can. Squabbling on the exit is Dave Raptors, and up the hill he is going to try and stick his nose in. The space is left. Surely the momentum is not going to be there. No, he's going to have to sit behind now. Robbo, will he be reacting to that? He will. But once again, and Andrews reacting to that again. I think Devon Young is going to go for the lead for another time to the inside, and Andrews will go, trying to break as late as he can. Luckily for him, Gilly leaves the space, and Andrews to the curb, but he's through. He's got the job done. DRS is still a drag race. Dave Raptors once again trying to get into the lead of the race. I think he's got it done this time. There's going to be no contest, and Andrews slots himself into P4 after a very tough fight. That is going to be Devon Young getting a clean run on Dave Raptors right there, and Andrews is going to have a look to try and send it to the inside of the Williams. He will get the job done as Gilly just backs off. Doesn't even try and fight it. He's trying to just stay with the train, and he should be good to go. Devon Young this time getting a phenomenal turn 3, and into 4. He's not going to have a challenge. Maybe End Andrews is going to try and make it 3 wide and nab the lead in one corner. It might be possible. He'll try and get it on the exit if he's going to give it a shot. Dave Raptors trying to go to the outside line. The space is just about left, and then Andrews getting a bit too greedy. Goes off the circuit. Gilly has to take avoiding action. So does Robbo. Battle of the race leaders pulling out as late as he possibly could, Dave Raptors. Devon Young is just trying to play the game of life right here. There's a long way to go in this race. DRS will be available for him. Is he going to just try and sit behind this time, or is he going to go for the move again? He's got to be really careful, because he might be threatened by Gilly if he doesn't do one thing or the other. Devon Young going to use everything he possibly can in that battery to make sure that he doesn't lose this valuable P2 position. He's now going to put the pressure on, almost on himself, to go for that move. No ERS left, and a bit of a scuffed run, unfortunately. Gilly, despite being in P3, is going to be close enough, and he's trying to get the move done on the grass, but it's not going to work out like that, unfortunately. What an effort. Dave Raptors is going to have to try something a little bit different here, because they're getting attacked once again behind. We're also seeing a situation, but that is going to be End Andrews' round, unfortunately. Contact is made with him and Gilly, and there's also contact with, I think, the front wing of Robbo. Ziggy go through. Robbo's not going to be happy. He drops behind a little bit. Dave Raptors trying to maintain that lead, and he is going to come out in front just about. Devon Young, a phenomenal opportunity, but no, he's just going to have to wait a little bit further behind. Pit stops for Gilly and Robbo, making those early stops. A 5-second time penalty for Robbo as he sped into the pit lane, but it's going to be very difficult for him to do too much about it as they go for the overtake into the pit lane. Oh my lord, there was big contact, and Devon Young speeds into the pit lane. Zingy, is he going to dive into the pit lane? He's not, but End Andrews will take that as an opportunity to go for the undercut. In this game, the undercut has been notorious for being more beneficial. End Andrews speeds in the pit lane as he was sideways on entry. He goes into the pit lane. Let's watch and see. Very close to track limits on the entry there, but he's managed to get the car slowed down. Through turn 1 we will go. Is he going to be able to jump Zingy by turn 2? They're going to be virtually side by side. I say that, no. I think End Andrews is actually going to be very close. Zingy, no, he's got to lift. He's got to lift. He won't have the traction immediately, so he's going to have to sit behind and wait for now. Gilly goes for a fastest lap as he's pitted very recently. He's using overtake to try and catch up. End Andrews also using some energy. He's still looking to possibly go from mid to turn 1. Is he going to try and lunge it down the inside? He will try and lunge it down the inside. Bit of a wheel tap, very light. End Andrews looking for the advantage, but Zingy's going to stick his nose in. End Andrews leaves the space, believe it or not, and now they're side by side as they go down the main straight. End Andrews dipping a wheel into the grass, but he's got the advantage. Zingy once again having a look to the inside, but this time doesn't decide to go late on the brakes. And is he going to get the slingshot run? This time End Andrews doesn't have as much battery to use, but no, Zingy's let go. He's going to let him have a bit of an advantage, but he still gets the run to turn 1. Is he going to brake even later than he did last time? It's pretty much the same, actually. He's going to try and look for the switchback manoeuvre as now End Andrews is compromised on the entry to turn 3. As we head to turn 4, Zingy's much closer than he was before, but End Andrews seems to have some sort of an advantage. Side by side in the braking zone, it's so close, almost off into the grass for Zingy, but no. He's going to pull out to the outside this time, look for a different way around. And Andrews, is he going to try and close the door off? There's a bit of lag. He's now got the inside line still, though, as End Andrews couldn't brake late enough to secure that move around the outside, though. Zingy will not have the advantage. He might have another bit of a toe, but no. Turn 4 once again going to be out of reach. He just can't get close enough to make a move. Side by side as we go into turn 1 once again. This time Zingy trying to do something a little bit different. Not be side by side into turn 2. He's going to try and back out already as they enter turn 1. Now get a bit of a better toe as we head to turn 4. This is where the advantage is really needed, and I'm just going to try and squeeze him to the limit, but there's contact as he now goes off the racing line, kind of understeers a bit. They go into turn 1. Is Zingy going to be ahead? He is, but not by much. They're basically neck and neck through turn 2, and Andrews is still alongside. He's right there. Zingy around the outside is going to have the advantage. That's absolutely incredible. He's got more energy to deploy. He's going to defend to the inside, and I think that's going to be that done. Zingy leaves the Brazilian Grand Prix. Absolutely epic there from him. Zingy slow through turn 4, turn 5, and up to turn 6, and he takes the racing line. And Andrews didn't go for the move right away, but he's made a mistake by doing that. And now into turn 8, he's going to have the inside line. Side by side, turn 9 now, down the hill, back up the hill a little bit. he's going to have to back off, and I think he's going to wait until the straight, a little bit of an easier opportunity to overtake. No energy left here for Zingy, so he's not actually going to be able to fight on the straight after all. He's going to have to try and look for a switchback, and he does. Brake as late as he possibly dares, and he makes the corner very nicely. He's going to get DRS here on Robbo after compromising his line as well. So he's looking pretty powerful right now. The Mercedes doesn't have any ERS to play with. He is going to attack him into turn 4 to the outside line, eventually decides to, but a tyre in the grass. He's going to lose out there. Unfortunately, that will be that situation sorted. And Andrews is going to go for the move on Zingy. I don't think Zingy's going to have a chance at getting back through. They do brake as late as they possibly can, and they will challenge somewhat, but DRS will be available in the train for Andrews, I'm sure, and it's going to be a pretty difficult position to gain back. Unless there's another mistake from Andrews, that is going to be that one gone. Robbo trying to come back at Andrews there as Andrews makes that move, but it wasn't enough in the end. DRS will be so powerful. Slipstream will be available as well, just to add to the fun. To the outside line, Andrews will go, and I think that's going to be the position gain. Zingy's going to come around the final few corners and have a commanding race, the first ever 35% distance race. Zingy wins the Brazilian Grand Prix. Epic job from him. Well done indeed. Robbo does have DRS, and he has cleared DRS on Gilly. He is going to go for the move. So he's not actually going to worry about time penalties at all. He's just going to secure the position. DRS available here for Gilly, and he's going to try and sweep it around the outside. He should have the advantage in straight line speed, and he's probably going to have the advantage on the exit as well. No, Robbo manages to stick it in and keep it going. To the inside line though, up the hill to turn 6. Gilly he'll have the advantage, he'll have the momentum. Space is still left. Very tight. Once again, though, I think the outside line is going to be advantageous, but no, he lets him go, and he actually accidentally lets Zingy go. Not what he was intending at all. Zingy's going to send it to the inside. There's contact. Robbo is going to be furious with that one. Zingy's now to P4. DRS available for Robbo, however. Shouldn't be too hard to get this move done. Depending on the tyre situation, he has the inside line, he's slightly off the racing line, going to get some marbles, less grip. I think that's going to be that done. We start the final lap of the Grand Prix. When will Zingy go for it? Where will he go for it? That's a retirement, unfortunately, for Les Jacks. To the inside line, he's going to try and make sure that he forces Robbo into a slightly wide line, and it does kind of work. There's contact as he tries to move across the circuit. What a shame. He's in the wall. That's another coming together on the final lap between Zingy and Robbo. That's contact between the two. What a shame. I do not believe it. Zingy's going for the move on Gilly. Gilly comes back at him, and he's going to try and hold on. There's contact. Gilly's round, and he's finally going to win his first race in LSI. Dave Raptors wins the Brazilian Grand Prix. Finally, that has taken a while. Devon Young is going to secure a P3 as Andrews will jump up to P2 after that one. Fair play to him.